my long-awaited full-length video, at least on my part's long-awaited. I don't know about you guys. But anyway, we'll get started over here. Right now, all I have is a 120 volt coming in at this point, and it goes over and feeds power supply. All my contactors and relays and everything are all 24 volt DC. Mainly that's for the safety of working on it and doing testing and stuff. Here I have my 24 volt power supply. I've got the 120 volt going in, and then the 24 volt going out up on top up there. It goes through a set of terminal blocks here. I have my neutral or my negative, then I have my positive going through a fused terminal block. It goes down into this contactor, and right now it does nothing more but send voltage as indicator lights. If I push on the momentary contact, you can see where it lights up there, letting me know that that coil is energized. I also have the hand-off autos, which are down here. Basically the same thing. Now, this is not really serving any purpose at this point other than showing from the breaker at 120 to 24 volt DC, going to a contactor. You have a control circuit, which can either be momentary contact if you wanted to bump a motor or something. And then you also have the manual. So when the time comes, if I want to turn it to manual, then it'll stay on all the time. I have at least 30 different projects in here that we'll be able to go over, and I'll show you wiring diagrams as well as the actual physical wiring and how everything operates. On the top row here, I have two different types of timers, and then I have a double pole, double throw relay, 4-pole double throw relay, 24 volt contactor. Down here is my contactor that I was just testing out. You can see it kicking in and you can hear it. And then this is another one. These are electronic overloads. I don't have any thermal overload contactors at this point, but maybe I'll get one in the future. Here I have a VFD that'll convert from single phase to 3-phase. And I need to read up a little bit more on how to program those before we get into that. That'll probably be a little bit further down the line. But like I said, I've got over 30 different projects on here that we'll be able to go through, and hopefully you'll be able to learn something out of it. That's my goal. That's my purpose. Down on the floor, I've got a couple motors. The one on the right is a 3-phase. The one on the left is a single phase. The right one, the 3-phase, is a 1 horsepower. I had to do that to keep my VFD size down and cost and everything a little bit lower. But I bought that motor. The other one is off an old compressor that I had. Back over here, I have my workbench with my wire labeler and contactors, components, whatever, that kind of labeler, T600. Back over here, I have ferrules. I don't normally use them, but I think I'm going to use them on this because I'm taking wires in and out constantly. And with wires being frayed, I don't want to have any accidents. A couple more items over here, just basic drill bit. Got a drill back there, tap set, a level that I use when I was setting everything up. Got another component there that's a door switch and some other miscellaneous tools to keep things going. So up here, this is one of my favorite tools right here, and it's the Fluke 1738 power analyzer, and I can analyze voltage as well as amperage. Right now, hopefully you can see it up there. I'm at 122 volts. 0.06 amps because it's just a power supply, and you can see it change. Let me turn the contactor on. 0.07 amps. It's got the hertz in it. We'll go into further detail on how all this works. Down here I have These are the current loops for neutral and hot. And then this is where I've got for the voltage, got it tied into the voltage on the load side of the breaker. Another one of my go-to tools is meters is the Fluke 117. And I've already tested both this meter and this meter and that meter. All register the same, so they all must be fairly calibrated correctly, and kind of happy with that. So anyway, as time goes on, we will end up wiring more of these devices, and I would think that after going through all these different projects that I have planned on this, that that you'll be able to walk away with some knowledge and kind of get you started in control work. I've been doing it for about 10 years now, and by far it's my favorite. Kind of got burned out on running MC and bending conduit. This is something I can get into and I can be proud of. When you hit that button and it comes on, you're ready to go. So with that in mind, there's my full-length video, the very first one, and I'll get it edited and I'll get back out here and start on some of these future projects. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.